Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of the series where we make Microfactory bigger and better. On the road to 1.6, today's episode, we are going to be adding nesting, well, the way I wrote in the code, microfactories. The current way that the code is designed is you can set 3 inputs and 3 outputs and essentially make a custom machine by putting machines in between and building production lines. My cat, Mr. Dinkles, will be joining us today. Isn't that right, little kitty? Oh, such a cutie. And this video is actually my first ever video to have some decent amount of editing. The original footage for this video was a total of 48 minutes long and had a lot of just mindless messing around with code. I tried my best to remove the more dull parts of the video. So this will be a relatively compact and enjoyable experience. The way this currently works is that once you save a microfactory, it is simply added to a list that can be accessed using recipes like with all the other machines, with a brand new machine which is literally just the logo for the game. The next plans that we will be adding in this update, which will be in future videos, are a way to view said microfactories and see what they produce, as well as adding in file-based saving, which will allow us to, or allow you to take a save file from one game and just transfer it to another, which would allow you to actually it would allow you to use save files and upgrade your version to future ones, which is always great. I was kind of surprised how little stuff actually needed to be done in order to make this. It took a bit of effort, but honestly it was not a very hard challenge to do this little bit. What I think will be a slight bit of a challenge is implementing the ability to view your microfactories, as they're called. But that shouldn't be too hard. That was actually what we will be doing in tomorrow's video. Also, the keen dive, you may have noticed that this video is being recorded pretty late into the day, and that is simply because I recorded the whole video and edited it in the morning, but I got sidetracked and busy for the day, so I'm recording the audio 12 hours after the video. So I apologize if not all of the stuff in it is fresh in my mind, especially because of a decent chunk of the stuff was cut out. This video is like a third of the size of the original. Yeah. I am debating for future videos trying to use my editing software, which is CapCut, to just record videos as well. I debated that, but decided against it for this. Well, with this new system, big factories are much more feasible because you can shrink them down and compress stuff very small, which is always a good thing. Currently, a thing I have noticed is that there is a way to exploit this system. essentially you can just leave the inputs empty and have it essentially produce free items. I'm definitely, currently at least, relying on the honor system for this. I debated using a callback system here for a second, but decided against it. The callback is a built-in function whenever in the thing I use in the engine I use that is called every time the prompt function, which makes a little text box pop up like text, 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 and then an input. Yeah, whenever that is used, it will run the callback function. Yeah, there was a decent amount of just like racking my brain over what's going on, but in the end, it was actually pretty fast and didn't take too much time. I was actually very happy with this. It only took 50 minutes and I added in, the factory version of functions, essentially. Well, currently we are roughly a third of the way through the video, and if you've made it this far, you might want to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on notifications, because then you can see any future videos. I am, once my channel grows to a large enough size, I will start adding various things for viewers. For example, if you're a subscriber, you will gain access to I guess you would say world downloads of the various playthroughs that I will do on this channel. And if you comment below, I actually may implement any ideas for the game into the game. If you have any suggestions to add whatsoever, feel free to leave them. I will look at them. It's not like I get many comments, so I have plenty of time to read them all. And if you really want to check out the game, which would be very appreciated, it is completely free. There's even a web version if you don't feel like downloading anything. The link will be down in the description. It sadly is not clickable because YouTube is very against new creators including links in their descriptions. So it'll most likely take, I don't know, a month or two of this channel existing before I can actually add clickable links. So you'll simply have to copy paste it. You don't even have to download the game, but just visiting the itch.io page greatly helps me out and can help get more people to see it organically via itch.io itself. Currently, we are just trying to implement the buttons and the systems and everything. It took a surprising amount of, just thinking to decide on it. But in the end, the code is really simple. In the future, I am planning on, maybe I could even fit it into 1.6, but adding a special system that allows you to simply add new items and recipes into the game within the game. I'm debating just doing that as, my new way for adding stuff. Wouldn't be the worst idea. Because I definitely do like stuff like Factorio, where you can make a mod for, everything. There's mods for everything. I am also debating on making the UI for, the machines dynamic, so you can easily add new ones. Another thing, if you have any suggestions for topics I can talk about during these videos, those would also be greatly appreciated. Because I definitely do not have a whole lot of things to talk about, and I definitely struggle with thinking of them. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I would love to talk about user brought up discussions. Do you want me to review factory games? Do you want me... There is many things that I'm willing to do. I don't know why, but for the past couple days I've had the song from Polar Express stuck in my head. Interesting. Currently I'm just adjusting the locations of the inputs and outputs to be different areas. And they will just stay to the left of the screen. At least that's the current idea. I have to say, I'm very happy with the progress I've made so far. Recently, we actually crossed 10 whole subscribers on the channel, which is very happy. I mean, most of them are just my friends, so it's not super crazy, but I have actually gotten a couple from genuine, complete strangers. I like seeing this little channel get, even if it's a small amount, some traction. Across all my videos, I think I have 200 views in total. Which isn't a lot, but it's pretty decent. Another thing is that I definitely saw the channel stuff go way down when I took that week-long vacation. So, I'm sorry I wasn't able to upload for like an entire week, but I'm back at it now, and I hope to continue to update semi-daily for as long as I am able to. It's actually been ages since I've added any new stuff to the machine tab of this game. I debated using the sprite for this ammo factory that I had. If you would actually like to change the sprite for the microfactory machine from just the game's icon, which I think fits pretty well, to that other one, please let me know. With everything, I like hearing feedback. It definitely helps this game get as big and as good as I can make it. And for anyone who is wondering, once this update is released, I will be trying to reach the finishing point as well. Currently, I'm just trying to see the resemblance between the logo and the furnace, because some of you may have heard this already, but in the earliest version of the game, there were no recipes, there weren't any handbook or anything. Every single recipe was hard-coded into the game, similar to the way that Trash Machine is written. It's actually closer to the pistol combat one, though. And, yeah, that was a lot. And every single recipe had a unique machine. I believe the logo for the game is the, I think the machine that was the steel furnace that made steel. The current furnace machine is actually based on the Factorio furnace sprite, because honestly a lot of this was inspired by Factorio. It's like the greatest factory game out there. Feel free to debate me, but like, It's an amazing game. You can't deny that. It's definitely done it. Some of the best. Also, I recently added a community tab to my YouTube channel with viewers allowed to post in there. So if you feel like posting something in the community channel, feel free to. Post me screenshots of your runs. Maybe I'll bring them up in the video. Who knows? With a little luck, we'll be on time. There's no need to stress, 'cause that's the way things happen on the Polar Express. I definitely had at least one of the "that's the name of the game" moments. Like, have you ever, in like a movie or something, like they bring up the title of the movie in one way or another, and you're like, "That's the title of the movie." I definitely had that thought while adding in the microfactory to microfactory. I actually do have a couple other semi-playable games in my library, I guess you would call it. And if you guys would like me to do a video about those games, I would absolutely love to showcase them. The ones that are fully functional, I think there's just two of them, because I think I deleted some of the others. A couple of them are just like half-baked concepts, but the two that have like a decent amount of features are Triple FC, or Founding Fathers Fight Club. A friend of mine, and I guess me as well, are very obsessed with Hamilton, and it's a Hamilton card game. And the next one is simply Survikia, which is a IKEA-based survival game. Because why the heck not? But it works! We are now able to compress machines, essentially, into mini ones. And that is essentially all we had to do today. I hope you all had a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.